right, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here at 7 o'clock on your Wednesday. I'm Caitlin Francis.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. A lot to get to this morning, including that breaking traffic alert, but we also want to get a check on that forecast, get you ready for the day. Meteorologist Jill Gilardi is here with us live with that first alert forecast. Hey, good morning, Jill.
Good morning. We've been watching very closely, of course, that storm system generally passing to our south. So just barely kind of clipping the state, more so with clouds than anything else. But in this last 30 minutes or so, we've started to see some new development. So as we take a look at the laps, again, this is the past 30 minutes, nothing's been going on. None of this has been reaching the ground, but we might start to see a few flakes flying and maybe reaching the ground in around Middlebury, over towards maybe even Meriden. And this would be a shifting down through Naugatuck, Southbury, and Cheshire. So we'll give you that first alert. Otherwise, you know, it has just been pretty quiet out there, more clouds than anything else. But where it's too warm to support snow, some showers looks to be developing towards Trumbull, West Haven, Orange, for example. So that's what we're monitoring right now. It's going to be no big deal. As we take a look at the live view out of Waterbury, I'm not seeing anything happening there other than just cloudy skies. The big story inland has been the frosty temperatures. It's in the 20s. We did get down to 20 according to Todd and Colebrook, but 38 right now in New Haven. So that would be rain for you. We have clearing skies. So up towards Windsor Locks, it is a chilly 25 degrees. You can see that cloud deck, but some clearing out in the distance in Old Saybrook. So the kiddos out in the bus stop definitely need to bundle up, especially watching inland. And then as we get through the day, winds are calm for a change, and it will become brighter and brighter with temperatures just falling a few degrees shy of normal with highs in the upper 40s. So an improvement today. We'll continue to monitor what's happening on First Alert Live radar. We'll get you to our next big thing, though, coming up in the next 15 minutes. Caitlin, you got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are in first alert traffic mode right now at 7:03 on the WAX, dealing with a really serious incident here that has 95 northbound in Stamford shut down between exits 5 and 6. So obviously, we are working to get some more information with calls into Connecticut State Police. We sent a push alert to your phone about this incident, alerting you to this closure about 10 minutes ago. But again, this is in Stamford, 95 northbound shut down between exits 5 and 6. DOT telling us there's a pedestrian involved in this serious crash. You can see traffic at a standstill here trying to get off that exit. There will be ways to get around here if you are just trying to get out the door to head to work. Route 1 is a good option. You can see some of those vehicles there taking that exit. However, if you're a non-commercial vehicle and you want to try the Parkway this morning, that's also not a bad option for you. You can see some of those emergency flashing lights, police trying to get through. They've pulled the camera down in that area as well. This is the closest vantage point that we can get for you. But again, we're working to get some more details here from Connecticut State Police. We'll bring them to you live on air as soon as they come into the newsroom. Let's check out your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
We're also on top of some breaking news here at Foxwoods Casino. Operations now back to normal after a fire sparked inside of a restaurant and then spread throughout the building through the HVAC system.
Yeah, so this caused a major response from overnight. Your reporter Taylor Knight still live this morning outside of the casino for us. Taylor, we just got an update, you say, from the fire department?
Yeah, so this all happened at the building you see behind me. It's the Grand Pequot Casino. Things are quiet there this morning. We took a drive by. Everything is back to normal. But last night, a totally different story. More than 24 departments had fire trucks, ambulances here trying to fight this fire. We have some video of what it looked like outside of the casino right around 9 last night. The North Stonington Fire Department, among the dozens of trucks that responded here, they say the fire started inside of David Burke Prime Steakhouse, which is located in the lower level of the Grand Pequot Tower. The fire then grew and spread into the casino's HVAC system. The Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation Fire Department says that 3 firefighters were brought to the hospital, but we just got an update from them. They say that those firefighters are out of the hospital and they are recovering at home this morning. We are still working to learn more about the extent of the damage inside of the casino this morning. Once we get an update, we will bring it to you on air and online at WFSB.com. Your reporter live at Foxwoods, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Taylor, thank you. It's 7:05 happening today. We're going to switch gears a little bit for you this morning. One organization helping families have a nice holiday meal this Thanksgiving.
Yeah, in case you missed it, Scott Haney has been live from the Stop and Shop in Simsbury all morning long for the Jack Bannon Memorial Turkey Trot.
I am a frozen bird.
Oh my goodness.
So the event collects turkey, non-perishable foods, and cash donations, all for families in need. If you'd like to donate, you have plenty of time to do so today. The event is happening from 8 through 6, a variety of drop-off locations right there on your screen, and you can always find more info on WFSB.com. All right, we're on top of some breaking international news here from overnight. Lebanon's health ministry says 13 people were killed in an Israeli airstrike on a Palestinian refugee camp. Several others were hurt. Israel says it was targeting a Hamas training facility. It's the deadliest attack on Lebanon since the ceasefire in the Israel-Hezbollah war a year ago. It comes just a few days after the United Nations Security Council advanced a plan for peace between Israel and Hamas.
7:07, and right now we're working to find out more after a man was seriously hurt in a stabbing incident in Vernon. This happened right along Prospect Street. We're told that victim had to be airlifted to the hospital. Still working this morning to find out more about that person's condition, as well as if any arrests have been made. But police say there is no danger to the public this morning.
Well, right now, New Haven police need your help finding a suspect in a deadly shooting that happened 4 years ago. The victim, Quinton Jones, was killed near Edgerton Park. And if you have any information, you can report it anonymously to New Haven police. Also this morning, the Middletown Public Schools superintendent is out of a job. Alberto Vasquez Matos was fired Tuesday night because his superintendent's certification expired back in September. He had been on leave since last week after he was arrested on suspicion of driving drunk in Florida over the summer. It's caused a lot of concern for parents there, and the board says it's taking those concerns seriously.
As a parent of 2 students in the district, it was very unsettling. So I can imagine there are parents out there that also feel very similarly.
So the board hopes to name an interim superintendent at a meeting on Thursday.
Well, we're working this morning to learn more about a death investigation in Norwich. Police tell us a body was found at Uncas Leap Heritage Park. Pinpoint News Tracker is showing us that location right near Yantic Street. So police do not believe this death is suspicious. That park will be open to the public.
Well, today, the suspect accused of holding 2 women inside of a hotel room at Foxwoods last month is expected to be arraigned today. David Griswold is facing several charges stemming from an hours-long standoff with police. No one was hurt. Investigators say the suspect was impaired by drugs. And today, state regulators expected to vote on a plan for Eversource to sell the Aquarian Water Company to a regional water authority based in New Haven. State and local leaders there have raised concerns about the proposed deal that's worth more than $2 billion. They say it would create debt that would be passed on to customers. Aquarian provides water for 800,000 customers in 59 cities and towns in our state. Well, right now, investigators still trying to figure out what caused a fuel truck to overturn on 95 northbound in Groton Tuesday afternoon. The crash caused big headaches for drivers during much of the day as crews worked to clean up about 1,000 gallons of home heating oil that spilled. We're told the driver suffered minor injuries.
7:09 tonight, an important meeting for parents in Bristol. That district expected to share more information about a plan that could change which school your child attends starting next school year. Leaders there have been working on a redistricting plan for a few years now after renovating some of the buildings. This will impact students in kindergarten through 8th grade. The district says it will make all schools more balanced, and tonight's meeting starts at 5:30. It will be available on Zoom.
Well, this morning, the Mystic Aquarium has some new technology to care for its animals. It now has a CT scanner thanks to some federal funding. Vets will be able to look at bones and internal organs in 3D, allowing them to identify health problems early and keep the animals healthy.